Hello friends, welcome to Suresh Aggarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. Your one stop where you can learn all the mathematics short tricks which are required to crack the simplification problems which are, it forms a integral part of all the competitive exams where quantitative aptitude is there, especially the banking exams, the railways, everywhere, you find those simplification problems everywhere. So there are some basic tricks which you need to understand and apply in those simplification problems so that you can solve them mentally. Yes, I'm going to demonstrate in this video how these short tricks can actually help you for very quick calculations and getting to the answer, that is pointing out the correct answer from the multiple choice question easily, quickly and accurately. So let's get on with the video. You are going to learn at least 6 or more than that tricks in this particular video. So the first question which I am going to take up is a simplification problem which involves a lot of decimals and we need to add and subtract those decimal numbers. Quite difficult, right? And once you first see this question, you will realize that the question involves a lot of calculations. Now, how do you ensure that you do minimum written work and then get to the answer quickly? There is a trick for this also. So watch how I do it. In this number, before decimal, you can find that there are 3 digits. Here also there are 3 digits, 3 digits here, and likewise we have 2 digits here. So you may consider it as a 3-digit number by prefixing a 0 maybe, okay? And likewise 17 is a 2-digit number, so we can prefix a 0, doesn't make a difference, right? So you don't actually have to write it, okay? So this is like you have to think in the mind, okay? Now, after decimal we have 3 digits here, 2 digits means we can suffix a 0, it doesn't make a difference. 2 digits means suffix a 0, 3 digits here already and here also 3 digits. So what we need to assume in the mind is that the numbers which are added and subtracted, they contain equal number of digits before decimal and after decimal. That is the first thing we should start imagining in the question, okay? Mind you, again I am telling you, you don't have to write all these things which I am doing here. It is just for your reference, okay? Once you start solving 30-40 such questions, you are not going to pick up the pen and paper for getting to the correct answer. Okay, next thing I am going to do is to consider these numbers position wise. That means what is the place value of that number. So you can see this 2 is in the 100th place. So 2, see I am writing it again, but you don't have to write it. This is all mental maths. 2, then we have a minus. First digit here is 4, then plus 9, first digit is 9 here, then plus 0 here and minus 0 here. So I am not bothered about the zeros. So 2 minus 4 is minus 2, minus 2 plus 9 actually gives me 7. Likewise, go place value wise. Here we have 3 in the tens place, so 3 minus 8 and then plus 5 and then tens place, right? So plus 3 and minus 1. So plus 3 and minus 1. See, I'll add all those in the mind itself. So this is minus 5 plus 5 which is 0 and 3 minus 1 is 2. Likewise the next digit 5, the one before the decimal, 5 minus 3, then plus 6 and then plus 3 and finally we have this minus 7. So how much will this give us? This is 5 minus 3, 2, 2 plus 9 is 11 and 11 minus 7 is 4. So we have a 4. Likewise after the decimal also we need to do the same thing. So all these are, see I am writing here, these are mental maths steps. I am just bothered about these numbers which I am getting. So after decimal we have a 2 minus 6. So 2, I will write it here, 2 minus 6 and then plus 7 and then plus 5. So plus 12 and after that minus 2, right? So this is 10 and 10 minus 4 is 6. And likewise the next digit 6 minus 7. 6 minus 7 is minus 1 and then plus 1 and finally we have plus 2 and minus 3. Plus 2 minus 3. How much is this? This is minus 1 plus 1 and 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So we got another digit and the final digit 5 minus 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. Then again 0. So 5 again. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. So the last digit is 7. Now once you get all these digits in the mind, you have to write them in order like 7 slash 2 slash 4 slash 6 minus 1 and 7. 6 minus 1 and 7. Now in case all these numbers are single digit numbers and they are all positive, so you get your answer directly. But here we can see that there is a number which is negative. So what we do with negative numbers? Just borrow 1 from the previous number. So this minus 1 gets subtracted from 10 and this gets reduced by 1 because it has given away 1. So what will be the result? It is 7, 2, 4, no change here. 6 becomes 5 and 10 minus 1 becomes 9 and finally the 7. So where was the decimal? It was exactly in the middle, 3 before and 3 after. So your answer is 724.597. Now these are the steps which you can write when you are solving the first 20-30 such questions. After that, once you solve 20-30 questions, you will not even require this step. You will directly get me the answer. So this is one of the very good methods of adding and subtracting integers. Even if they are in decimals, you can add and subtract them using this amazing trick. Friends, very recently we conducted a bridge course where we had 10 live sessions. So 10 hours of training was given and we shared 10 worksheets also, and that bridge course is now released as a recorded course. Now see the cost, that this will really surprise you that we are giving it away in such a nominal cost. So for this cost you will be getting the entire recorded course of fast calculation, through which you will learn at least 30 to 35 tricks of basic calculation. Very important for all the school students right from class 4, 5 onwards, and all those preparing for competitions. A small investment and you are there with all those tricks which will help you in cracking these quant exams. So grab the offer now. You can send me a message on WhatsApp. This is the WhatsApp number 9896369963, and I assure you that by studying this recorded course you will be able to calculate 10 times faster than the normal calculation speed. Right, let's take another question now and understand some more tricks. Here you can see the calculation now. It involves square roots, square root of decimals, and then percentages. So we are going to do so many tricks here. Now whenever we have numbers up to say 1024, which is 32 square, below 1024, all the perfect squares should be learnt by heart. So you should know that 784 actually is a perfect square and it is 28 square. So the square root of 784 is 28 times the square root of 625 is 25, and since there are two decimal places here, so 25 will have one decimal place, that is 2.5, plus, now what do I do with 56% of 450? Now this is really interesting actually. 56% of 450, and if you swap the percentage sign from here to here, it doesn't make a difference. So 450% is 450 upon 100, and 450 upon 100 is actually 9 by 2. Now this 56 gets cancelled by the 2, so 28, and 28 into 9 will give me this percentage, and all these things are again what steps? They are mental maths steps. So what is 56% of 450? It is 28 times 9, which you can do in the mind again, 280 minus 28, and that will give you 252. So this part is 252, no written calculations, this is all for reference. And finally something plus 186. So that doesn't make a difference. We don't have to do anything there. Now how do you do 28 times 2.5? Now multiplication by 2.5 is very easy because you can actually do 280. So you have multiplied 28 by 10. Half of that is 140. So now you multiply 28 by 5 and half of that is 70. So you multiply 28 by 2.5. I get a 70. So 70 plus 252 gives you 322 and 186 subtracted from this will give you your answer. So the value of x will be 12 minus 6, 6, and then 11 minus 8 is 3, and finally 2 minus 1 is 1. So your answer for the question is 136. Isn't that easy? Just a basic knowledge of the square roots and percentages and you are there with the calculation. Likewise, we can have some more questions. Let's see this one. Here again we have the percentage, we have the square root, and we have the decimal multiplication by 11. Now, if I say that this question can be done orally, hardly anyone will believe me, but I'll show you how. This percentage is actually specifically given in this question. It relates to this term 7.5 times 11. You know why? Because 275 somehow is related to 11. I'll show you how. If you remove the percentage sign, of becomes multiply and percentage means upon 100. Now 275 upon 100 is actually, if you remove the common factor 25 between them, it is 11 upon 4. And 11 upon 4, you don't convert them into decimal. 4, this is 2 and this is 13, and 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. Look at this is 6.5 into 11. And here we have another term which is minus 7.5 into 11. Now don't multiply them again. Just take the 11 as the common factor. So 11 times what? 6.5 minus 7.5 is minus 1 and your answer is minus 11. So the first part and the last part gives you a minus 11. And now if you know the square root of 1296, just subtract 11 from that, you are going to get your final answer. How do you use square root of 1296? I know that it is 36 because I remember all square roots of numbers up to 9999. But if you don't remember it, you still have tricks for this. 1296, let's form pairs. The last digit is 6, so your answer is going to end in either 4 or 6. 12 is very close to 3 square, so 3, 3. Now the intermediate number 35 square is 3 into 4, 12, 25. My number is greater than this, so the greater one will be the square root. That's again one of the mental maths tricks to find square roots of numbers up to 10,000. 1225, I compared it with this number was greater than this, so greater one was the answer. So this is 36. Now 36 minus 11 gets me the final answer, which is 25. And pick up the calculators now and check. This big problem is going to give you the answer 25. So friends, these are some of the very basic things which all of you should know, and I hope this video will help you in cracking these simplification problems very quickly. And I hope you have subscribed the channel by now, and you must be getting all the notifications. If you are not getting it, along with the subscribe button, you need to click the bell shaped icon and click all notifications so that you start getting those notifications and you don't miss out on these important tips and tricks which I have been giving to make mathematics joyful and a very, very pleasant learning experience for all of you. So friends, thanks for watching this video. Please share it with all your friends so that they can also take benefit. All the best for your practice.